Hey there, it's Brent. Welcome back. It's another episode of Life 101. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into a serious topic. We're going to be talking about shadow work. The brightest flame casts the darkest shadow. Maybe the only thing that each of us can see is that shadow. Carl Jung called this shadow work. He said, we never see others. Instead, we see only aspects of ourselves that fall over them. Shadows, projections, our associations. Shadow work is one of my favorite practices to share. I found it to be one of the most challenging, yet simultaneously one of the most rewarding steps in my path of awakening. So today on Life 101, it's all about shadow work. You know, this work is for anyone who really wants to come to know all aspects of their invisible self, both their light and their darkness. Now, I found by embracing the darker aspects of our psyche, we in fact become way more open to receive light. We begin to uncover more of our hidden gifts and talents. The unconscious mind, as most people call it, is really a gateway that opens up to the infinite possibility of all that we have the potential to become. But before we can access that windfall of inspiration and abundance of soul and source energy, we have to face our own demons. Now, this is why so many steer clear of this type of work. Mainstream religion teach you that demons and darkness should be cast away or banished, as if somehow that source of evil will affect us outside of our own will. So today, I'm going to focus on what the shadow self is and how we've come to cast such darkness over it. We all have aspects of ourselves that we wish to grow, to mature, and to evolve. Really, all the time. Instead of showering these aspects of ourselves with love and acceptance so that they can come more fully into the light, we've been taught to cast them away or to suppress them to please other people or gain more acceptance. Maybe we grew up in a home where talking about feelings annoyed our parents. We may have been told that crying was a sign of weakness. So in order to create a scenario where we can receive more love, we slowly begin to suppress that side of ourselves, that side that wants to express emotion. Another example might be we were teased when we were younger by other kids for openly expressing our preferences for the things that we liked. When these preferences don't align with mainstream ideas, you can be taught similar things, that in order to be more accepted, we should hide our preferences. In order to make more friends, we then begin to assimilate so that our preferences are the same as what everyone else likes. Unfortunately, not many of us were taught to have a strong sense of self. So these type of experiences where we reject aspects of ourselves in order to be loved and liked continue to accumulate way into our adult lives. All of these rejected and banished aspects of our soul that have not been receiving love and acceptance create a shadow in our psyche. They create what we refer to as a block or a resistance. There's no true source of darkness. There's only being in alignment with source. Being in resistance to or absence of light, that is darkness. From the perspective of the quantum universe, we create our reality from our subconscious mind. The subconscious is 100 times more powerful than the conscious mind. So it's only natural to then understand that these suppressed aspects of our psyche that reside in the subconscious play such a huge role in the world that is reflected around us. They create what is often referred to as energy patterns. These energy patterns become a powerful point of attraction. The people that we encounter, that we have resistance to, are actually projections of our own shadow. Being in resistance to any part of our true self drains our life force energy. These experiences take us out of alignment with our higher self, with source energy. This is why it feels so draining to be in these types of interactions. Now, the goal of working with the shadow is to integrate and come to know and accept all of those parts that we've attempted to hide and run away from. To make that, which has been operating at an unconscious level, to make it conscious. That is what we're trying to do. Now, some don't understand these aspects even exist. However, they always are trying to become noticed. The higher self will always orchestrate opportunities for us to know ourselves more deeply, in truth, and for the purpose of nurturing wholeness. It's always up to us if we choose to answer our own soul's call and turn inward. Shadow work, if you do it right, can help us create not only more compassion for others, but most important for ourselves. It helps us to change our views, our perspectives, and our beliefs. It asks us to embrace what we consider to be our weaknesses and turn those into strengths. When we work with the shadow, we start to reclaim the projections we put on other people. We turn inward and start to listen and heal those aspects within ourselves instead of casting someone else as the bad guy, as the villain, and making us the helpless victim. With continued awareness and healing done from within, we no longer need to attract into our experience people who trigger those energy patterns. We will notice that the people we bring into our lives, they are whole and healed themselves. We are no longer looking for people who blame their parents or their world for their destruction. We're able to look back with compassion at every experience that we chose to have, whether consciously or unconsciously. And we see if there was a lesson and a purpose there. There is in everything. Within shadow work, the practice of forgiveness helps to fully empower us. And in the end, we're all students of self-empowerment. And we will be for all of our time here on earth. There's all kinds of steps. And during Life 101, we're going to be teaching you the step-by-step process of going deeply into this work. But what I want you to do today is take a few minutes of quiet time somewhere where you can connect to your higher self and just ask for the support of this work you're about to begin. Set the intention that you are going to try to connect to all aspects of your soul, everything you've rejected or suppressed or abandoned. Understand that people along the way who have caused you conflict, they were there to provide unique opportunities to your soul to learn more about your own personal growth. Connect to a situation in your life when you've been in discord with someone. One quick and easy way to locate that is to look at where and how you are judging others. We will begin to recognize that judging others is a shadow aspect of how we judge ourselves. Ask questions inwardly, such as, why am I so irritated or annoyed with that person? Where does that live within me? What frightens me about that person? Who do they make me think of? Some other questions you might want to ask: why is this so bad? What does this mean to me? When was the last time I felt this way? When was the first time I felt this way? Begin to write down what comes to mind. The ultimate turning point in shadow work is when we recognize root or core beliefs that have created that shadow. Once we identify the core belief that has created it, we can easily become aware of how this is creating resistance within us to source energy. So we're going to go deep this week into this topic, all right? We're going to talk a lot about it. So if you've ever wanted to learn about shadow work, or if you've tried it and aren't sure which way to go, this is what we're going to go into over the next few videos. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this introduction today. It's a deep topic, but I am telling you, when you get in there and you start working on your shadows, you start releasing that, and that life force energy comes back to you. It changes everything. There are ways. You do not have to stay where you are. If you feel like you're stuck in life's mud, it only feels that way. Take these little steps and start doing it today. Now, if you've not joined our Facebook group, that is where all of this originates. It is our home base. It's our Facebook community. It's the Students of Self-Empowerment. And you're going to find it at facebook.com/groups/taylor-webb. We are like-minded people. We're supporting and empowering each other. And in turn, we empower ourselves. And that is the only way we make lasting change. And we can definitely change this world. It is a movement. Also, don't forget, if you'd like a copy of our book, our new ebook, it's 5 Steps to the Perfect Mindset. If you'd like one, we're giving them away free to members of our group. Just go to successsecrets.net. Scrolling down there, successsecrets.net. Put in your email address and I will send you your free copy. You're really going to love it. Once you start understanding how important your mindset is, you can start making those changes. So I want to thank you for joining me today. It's a beautiful day no matter where you are, because every day that you're alive and well is a beautiful day. So go out, have some fun today, enjoy yourself, and remember, don't worry, be happy, and feel good. I'll see you tomorrow.